Hi guys, welcome back. We've been talking about polynomials, so we added and subtracted them earlier this week, so we're going to go ahead and multiply them now. We're going to talk about multiplying monomials by each other, which we've already done, and multiplying monomials by polynomials. So remember, our product rule, if we're multiplying the bases, we add the exponents. We subtract the exponents when we divide the bases, so just stick that up there. So we've already done this before. Remember our coefficients, the number in front of the variables, we go ahead and just multiply like normal. And then x squared times x to the third is x to the fifth. Okay, so again, hopefully that's somewhat familiar to you. Go ahead and try this one, just refresh your brain here. -3 times 4 would be -12. X to the third times x would be x to the fourth. And y squared and y to the fifth would become y to the seventh. Okay, so those exponent rules that I said were so important, we got to do. This one, we're multiplying three things. We just multiply all three. -3 times 2 is -6, times 4 is -24. Actually, I'm going to write this below just so that way I can keep it on the same page here. Okay, we'll do it in a different color. So a cubed plus another a plus a to the fourth. That would be 3 plus 1 plus 4, which would be 8. So we'll have a to the 8th. We have a b squared, a b to the fifth, and b to the sixth. So 2 plus 5 is 7, plus 6 is 13. So we'll have b to the 13th. And notice there's this pesky little y sitting right there, so don't forget about him. Okay. Typically, we will put variables in alphabetical order. So my final answer is this, just so you can see it in one color. Okay. But if you snuck the y in the middle of the a and b, it's not the end of the world. We just typically rate them in alphabetical order just to make it easier, especially when we're adding and subtracting terms. Okay. All right, let's move on here. This one, okay, we distribute. We're going to do 5 times 2x squared, which would just be 10x squared, because these are coefficients, not exponents. 5 times x is just 5x. And 5 times 4 is 20. Now, I'm going to show you something, and some of you are going to be like, Miss Hawes, that is so dumb. It might help you later, though, and I've just noticed sometimes when we have students taking this test that they do weird things. So this is a monomial times a trinomial, or just a polynomial if you want to call it that. So I'm going to make a 1/3 rectangle. So this would be 5 times 2x squared, x, and 4. And I would take signs if necessary. And then you multiply the two things that are in the line of the box, kind of like your old multiplication table. So this would be 10x squared, 5x, and 20, and then we would get our 10x squared plus 5x plus 20. So again, you'll understand a little bit better tomorrow, but maybe if you have it written in your notes when you go to study for your test, it'll be better. All right, let's do another one. Now this one we have a monomial on the outside with a binomial on the inside. We're doing the same thing, there's just more stuff on the outside. So 2x squared times y, or 2x squared y times 3x, well 2 times 3 is 6. We have an x squared and an x, which becomes x to the third, and the y just comes along for the ride. 2 times -1 is just -2. X squared has no other x's, so it comes along for the ride. Y times y is y squared. Okay? Don't make a mountain out of a molehill, okay? So don't panic. We're going to practice this, and you can do it. Go ahead and try this one for me. So we'll have 4a times a squared, so that would be 4a cubed. B, because the b has no other buddies, so it's just going to come along for the ride. 4a times 2b squared. 4 times 2 is 8. The a has no buddies, so it's going to come along for the ride. The b squared has no buddies, so it's going to come along for the ride. Okay? Don't overthink these. Again, you could draw that little rectangle if that helps you kind of keep your life organized for me, okay? Especially if it's a really long polynomial that we're multiplying by. I believe that's the last thing. We will talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye.